So did you wash your car over this nice weekend? Maybe you went for a hike? Well, today the weather was just as surprisingly warm as we're finishing out the third day of November, huh?
But our Craig Wirth has the cold facts that show November, he says, used to be darn right nasty. He pulled out some film that shows the lousiest November ever. Just horrible stuff, he says. It was the blizzard that started 31 years ago on November 2nd, 1994, and lasted the whole month.
Well, so far we've had one mountain sleet and rainstorm and a couple of flurries in the hills.
Nothing at all like the old days. Nothing like November 1994. Look at the pictures.
Yeah, if you were new around here, you would have hated November 1994 in Salt Lake City. Whippersnappers, it was much worse when us older folks grew up. It started on November 2nd, 1994. That old lake effect kicked in, and it was the first big snow of the winter. Sure, there was a lot of digging, but it was fun, and we knew it would melt. Then we got word of an ice storm coming in from the Pacific. Now that wasn't fun. It was cold and icy, and we knew it wasn't going to be swell. Now you get that ice underneath and another really good snow on top, and let the games begin. Of course, it's easy to win the race when all the other cars are stuck.
Now this is when it really snowed here, and this is when they really wrote cool headlines.
Snow sparks power outages. Nature does a warm-up for Old Man Winter's next show. And parts of Utah sing a new song of snow. Well, I have no idea what that means, but it sure is a swell headline. Park City and the other resorts were getting the real bulk of the snow, not just a dusting. Skiers were observing this weather event and expressed it in calm scientific terms.
Oh yeah!
You want me to look for something else?
Park City resorts had their phones ringing. People wanted to get here and see the amazing snow so early in the year. Of course, flights to this winter wonderland were delayed or canceled as the snow kept coming and coming. Alta was getting so much snow that its snow grooming machines got stuck.
This much snow just presents its own problems, but we're practiced at it and been here for 55 years dealing with it. So even though this is a record November, it's just, we couldn't be happier than to have it.
And then there was this one day. It was very warm in the city, but amazingly very snowy at the resorts. So much snow that the cars couldn't get up the canyon. Well, more and more snow fell on the 17th and the 21st. And the cold temperatures did other bad stuff, such as this gas line explosion. It blew out a Salt Lake City intersection, the kind of deal where you just stand there and stare at the hole. And an hour later, it's still a hole, and you're still staring at it. The 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th were even worse.
Now that puts it in perspective, November of 1994.
Yes, it was a month. They started simply with an ad for snow boots. Then they put in an ad for snow shovels. Then ads for snow blowers. And finally, an ad for a pickup truck with a 2-ton blade on it. And I forgot to mention the 33-mile-per-hour winds that came with the start of that November. Craig Wirth, ABC 4 News.